Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video guys, we're going to be going over is Sumire or Kazumi actually game breaking in P5X. Now this is a thing that's been asked for some time here, and I've been answering it constantly over and over again to a point where I'm starting to get sick of answering it, but a lot of you guys want to see a video on it, so of course we're going to do a video on it, and you guys are going to hear my take. Now some of you guys might not agree with this, some of you guys may agree with it. Just hear me out before of course you end up clicking off. So if you guys like videos like this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps out the channel quite a lot. We're gonna keep pushing on forward to our next milestone, because holy crap, y'all have been absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all are freaking amazing for that. So thank you guys for supporting me for so long. But anyways, getting straight into the video here, there's gonna be some takes I'm gonna do that some of you guys might like, some of you guys may not like here. And I'm going to try to separate them into pros and cons. So to just start off the video first, we're going to start off with the cons, because I want to get the bad news out first before of course we go to the pros here. So my viewpoints on at least Kazumi is she is not a game breaking unit. I know, whoa Blade, what are you saying there? This character do some crazy stuff at A0. Let me speak here first. I know that she's absolutely insane in the damage compartment, but by game breaking, guys, let's think about this. Game mechanically breaking, things like that, is something that quite literally is a must-have unit, right? Something that you cannot live without type unit, that is a mandatory that can go into many teams, things like that, right? We don't have many of those characters, if any. The only character that we do have here, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to know who I'm about to say here, is Cord. The reason why I don't find Violet being absolutely game breaking here is because her main go-to, yes, is a absolute just god tier damage of highlights and just damage in general, right? She's an absolute unit when it does come down to the DPS side, but is that all she really brings to the table? About so. She doesn't really bring too much to the table here that revolutionizes the game, right? And if we say revolutionize, I mean this is quite literally. She can only be fit into like 1 or 2 teams, and one of the teams require 2 supporters, while the other team requires Joker. So I mean, like, there's not really much that she's really changing. Unlike how Cord, where if you miss that character, you're kind of hurting yourself deeply by not having a supporter right now. Even once she first came out, when we read her kit, we immediately knew how broken that character was. A0 all the A6 is just all worth it every step of the way. Now Kazumi here, she's kind of really worth it. A0, she's good. A1, A2, she's amazing. But afterwards, of course, there's not really a need to go for any more than that, unless you just want A6, of course. But like, there's nothing else to go for. While leveling up skills for at least Cord made a major difference, of course. Each level up was actually really nice. You could stick with A0, A1, or just go for A6 just like you can with at least Kazumi here. But the only difference is the underlying factor of how many teams they can be placed in, what they actually are changing, and she's not doing either of those. And that's the reason why I'm actually keeping it there. So I would like to say this character is not game breaking. Now, of course, for you guys who want to know her pros or her feats, Sumire without a doubt is absolutely an insane character. Let's get that laid out. We already know she's broken, she's awesome. She of course added in the now aspect of an AoE blessed DPS and a single target blessed DPS, right? Absolutely insane character, does a ton of things for at least the team itself, or does a ton of things for the game itself, right? But the only thing is she doesn't change much. But in her aspect, she does bring in the factor of highlights dealing insane amount of damage, and the first character who can actually crit on their highlight. Yes, you heard that right, crit. Because highlights normally do not crit. This one actually can crit. That is a new thing that's actually possible with her. And seeing that she is able to at least bring to the table attack and crit rate statuses, it kind of makes sense with her. She does a ton of different damage here, has some evolved type damage moves, and without a doubt, with crit rate and crit damage that you're gonna have on her, you're gonna do nothing but good with this character, especially seeing that you're able to increase the highlight damage and increase different crit rate statuses and crit damage statuses on the highlight. This is actually something that's insane, but even when it comes down to the weapon is not too stellar. It does bring in some really good stats and stuff that we actually get to see, but it's mainly just ordinary DPS stuff. Now, I can't really trash talk on the girl too much because I'm gonna go for the character no matter what. She's absolutely insane. But I will say, for the people who are like actually sugarcoating it and saying that she's absolutely insane, I would have to take you down on that, mainly just because this character is meant, like, she can be used on a 0 to a point that's absolutely good, and you don't have to really utilize anything else. Though she's not game breaking enough to immediately say, okay guys, we gotta drop everything we're doing. Sure, the damage is great, damage is actually insane, but it's not good enough to actually say, okay guys, we're gonna drop everything and we need you guys to get this character right away. Unlike how at least with Cord, where she made absolute wakes and you saw the necessity of having Cord and the necessity of teams wanting Cord, which I can tell you this right now, every single actual just DPS team wants a Cord in their team as a best in slot. That is actual truth. The only one that genuinely does not want her in the team is technically the main Yusuke. That's because he works well more with defenders rather than having a person boosting his attack. So I mean, in all aspects here, when I mean game breaking, I mean we have to do something feat breaking, right? We need to add not only a new mechanic, but the mechanic has to be like heavy enough to make a absolute impact on the game. Now, I'm not saying just go out here and make crazy characters willy-nilly, right? We don't want that, because all that does is just harness and actually make a worse environment for the game. But what we do want is to tell some truth to the actual fact here, in which, yes, she's busted, but she's not doing all of that. She's not breaking that little wall that says from the character's busted to the character is absolute needed, right? There's a wall that's in between saying want and need. Cord is more of a need character, okay? She changes that much that she becomes a must need, must have. While Kazumi is more of a want type character that, of course, it's not bad to, of course, want her. The character can do literally 1 mil at A0. Tell me how many characters can do that at A0, right? Where they're just literally base, only has a 5-star weapon, and they can do that off bat. I don't know many of them. I don't know many characters who can just straight up do that. So I mean, like, it is what it is when it comes down to that. Now, whether you guys decide to take this to heart and decide to actually look into this, that's on you. I'm not your mother, your father at the end of the day. Once again, I say this in all of my videos. It is your decision to really take what I say to heart. Don't want to take it to heart, by all means, go ahead and don't do so. And this video is not discouraging anyone for pulling the character, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I already know all this stuff that she's not actually game breaking like that, and I'm still pulling. I'm still going for it because I like the dang character. So push off, but like, we don't all go for this meta like that anyway, right? So at the end of the day, do what you want to do. Don't let this discourage you, of course. Just do understand there's a difference between, of course, game breaking. There's a difference between the character just being really, really good. But that's my takes on this, of course. Whether you decide to listen to it is up to you. But till next time, everybody, thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.